Hi Pisces, how are you? I was told to do a love reading. I don't know, maybe it is one. To do a reading for you from Spirit. So that's what I'm recording. I kept hearing all day long. I have no idea if this is relevant or not for any of you. Tis the season. Tis the season. So I have no idea what that means, Pisces, but I thought I would tell you. I kept hearing, "'Tis the season for Pisces. 'Tis the season for Pisces." I hopefully that resonates for one of you. If y'all know what that means, or if that's like an astrological thing or a numerological thing, please let me know in the comments, because I would really love to know that information. I have no idea. So I thought we would let Spirit just tell us what's going on for Pisces, since they're the ones who were insistent on the reading with "'Tis the season." I want to say "'Tis the season for money, because that's what it feels like, but I could be a little early on what I'm saying, but that's what it feels like. Let's see if they have any other cards that want to come out. So they're highlighting, or they're drawing my attention to, ooh, what are you up to, Pisces? You're being very cunning about something. You have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Look how beautiful that is. It feels like you're winning like a trophy or something. Or I'm also getting spiritual enlightenment is being acknowledged. I'm also getting very Greek vibes, like ancient Greece. Like you're looking at a statue in like ancient Greece somewhere. But look at all that light around it. I'm being told to take the cards to the bottom of the deck. And then you have the Six of Wands and the Ten of Coins and the Six of Cups. Wow. And the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's a card that was left. Eight of Swords. I feel like this isn't part of the reading. Oh my gosh. Like, this isn't your reading. They told me a different zodiac signs reading this is for. I'm like, okay, I won't worry about it then. That was funny. Spirit can be really funny at times. I'm just gonna put it in the middle of the deck in case I need to shuffle the cards and use it later. So they were drawing my attention to something else first. But now they're highlighting these two cards that came out last as the first ones. They said you're actually being very cunning, Pisces, because very sneaky. You're being cunning like a fox, is what I'm getting. Because they're showing me the Seven of Swords, and they said you're being very cunning about how you're approaching a situation, and I don't know what the situation is yet. I can't tell. Usually, Seven Swords means like deceit, wearing like a false mask, deception. But that's not what they're using here. They're using you're being really cunning, like a fox. Like you're being really smart about what you're doing and the moves you're making. And you're getting this insight right now And then the Four of Swords. Like a lot of you meditate or pray or I want to say like journal, because I'm seeing people like I'm seeing like writing, but it's like it's not quite a manifestation, or maybe you think you're manifesting, I don't know, but I'm just seeing a lot of gratitude being shown. I'm seeing lists. So I don't know if you think that's a manifestation, is just by writing a list of things. It's not, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. But you're really like centered, and I'm being shown just like a lot of like journals everywhere and writing things out. Some of you could be doing automatic writing, so that's, you know, a spiritual thing. I'm seeing a lot of writing. So yeah, you could be meditating, you could be getting something in a dream state. You could be journaling or writing. I keep seeing lists and gratitude, and I'm also seeing prayer. And I'm seeing this like done. Some of you are doing this like out in nature, not like some of you are in your home right now because it's too cold where you live. But otherwise, I'm seeing you do it like outside, like you're outside doing this. And while you're doing these things, it's like you're receiving information about how to approach a situation that you find kind of difficult, and that you're getting it from source or your guide. Yeah, see, you're getting it from source or your guides or angels, your intuition, your higher self, whichever resonates with you. So they're telling you how to go about it in a cunning way because you're in a difficult situation. So it's going to be different for all of you. It could be a work situation. It could be a financial situation. It could be a family situation. It could be a romantic situation. And it's going to be different for all of you, Pisces. But they're telling you a very cunning way to handle it. Because see how this is really like sharp sphere here? And like these are like dull. It's like they're showing you the answer. This makes me think of like an arrowhead. So they're showing you how to strategically approach the situation while you're actually doing something else. You're getting the information. So if you've been journaling a lot, go back and look at your journals. The answer's there. Maybe you're painting and you don't realize it, but you painted an answer. I mean, Erin, someone actually creates crossword puzzles. So maybe you actually created it in the crossword puzzle, the solution. But they give this to you in like when you're in a more spiritual kind of state of mind. So yeah, you're meditating it, you're either dreaming it, you're channeling it, so you may channel. But I'm seeing so much writing. I feel like a lot of you write. You could write poetry and you wrote it out in a poem and don't even know it. So go back and look over some of your writings. But you're being cunning like a fox to this situation. And I feel like for a lot of you, it has to do with money. And I feel like it's a financial situation. Like how to bring in money. Like you're you need more income somehow, or someone's trying to take money from you. So you're trying to outsmart someone who's trying to take money, or trying to outsmart someone who's trying to take your kids away from you, or you're trying to outsmart someone who's trying to take your home. Like if you're going through like a divorce, It's something like that. Because you're going to outsmart them. Source is helping you. That's why you're cunning like a fox. Because I feel like you've been in this situation. Oh my gosh, that's why that card was relevant. Oh, now that I put it... Well, I randomly put it in here for a reason. So you had the Eight of Swords that was just at the bottom of the deck. And they're like, no, it's not relevant. But it is. Because you've been anxious over this. So I stuck it in here. And I want to see now what cards it's between, because that will tell us something. Remember, nothing happens for a reason in tarot. Yep. Love it. I love it. It's even better. Okay, so this was the card that I didn't even realize wasn't there. So this is you. You've been really anxious over it. And it's almost, I'm hearing like you feel like you're in the guillotine, but actually your head's in the middle of a star. Think about it. So this actually means like a lot of, I'm feeling anxious. Like, I feel like I'm in hyperventilate. So a lot of you have been like up, anxious, stressed out, having trouble sleeping. I feel like insomnia. Usually it's the Nine of Swords, but that's not what I'm getting with this one. I feel like with this one, you cannot sleep at all. Or you sleep for 30 minutes and then you're awake. Like you can't sleep. Your anxiety is like through the roof over this situation. And it's paired with the Two of Wands, which is me having to make a choice. So the way I describe the Two of Wands is like you're driving down the road and you can't run into a brick wall, right? That's what's in front of you. So you have to turn right or turn left. Turn right or turn left. You gotta make a choice, or you're gonna crash your car into a brick wall, right? And you have to decide which way you're going. Each one's gonna set you on a different path. I see you've already made your decision. And so this is right in the middle of the two of these. So you've been stressing about which way you're gonna go and how you're gonna deal with this. This is how it all started, this problem that you have. Don't worry, you're being divinely guided on the right choice, so you'll make the right decision. On the other side of the anxiety is the High Priestess, so you're highly intuitive. You already know the answer. And what's really interesting is look at how her colors match these colors. The darkness, she's half dark, but the moon is mainly light, which means it's the emotion, it's the intuition you're listening to. On this side, she's all light. So you know to listen to your intuition. Because the High Priestess is ruled by the moon. And you're a water sign, which would be like Pisces kind of energy. Two Wands is fire energy. So you have to make a decision to get you out of this anxiety kind of thing. So this is what you've been stressing about. Just listen to your intuition. You won't make the wrong choice. But I really feel it's something that has to do with the home. So it's like financial, it's family, it's relationship, it's children. And that's why you're in this meditative state. And because you have the High Priestess, you're able to maybe have those journals that have the automatic writing. Because I see a lot of writing. And I see like lists of information. Or you're meditating. Or you could just get downloads of information in your dream state. But that's why they're saying you're being really cunning like a fox. The High Priestess would be able to help you do that too if you listen to your intuition. But that's where this is coming from. Because the High Priestess would give you this information here to make you kind of like the fox to pick the sharpest blade for the sword or for an arrow to win. So you'll be successful with this approach, Pisces. You'll be really successful. And for all of you, it's different. If I try to sit here and do all of you like I have before in readings, I end up with like 2-hour readings on here. So I don't want to get into all the specifics for all of you. But what they were highlighting next was the Six of Swords. So you're highly successful. I see you. I'm hearing you're leaving it all behind. Look how beautiful that water is. It feels like Bali, Indonesia. It feels like you're in like tropical clear water because it's so clear you can still see the deck. And you're canoeing away to where your destination is, which is so high vibrational with the white. You're being divinely guided in the right direction here. See, they gave you the download to the intellect to get out of the situation or to win the situation because you're leaving it. That's why you're being cunning, so you can leave. Because this is you leaving with like the money in the end, or you leaving with like the kids, like you get the kids, or you get to keep the house, or the discord between the family is beginning to be healed. Like you have the insight now of how to approach that. That's what it is. It's you moving in the direction that you're supposed to be moving toward the destination of where you need to be. This card is interesting because it's giving me a different vibe than what the Page of Coins usually is. I'm hearing, I think it's a country song, Let Freedom Ring. But as you like are like with this, I'm hearing other messages too, like you're finally free on the ocean, like that is created by the earth, that's filled with love for you unconditionally. You can outmaneuver and outsmart anyone, Pisces. All you have to do is call on source, on your intuition, on your spirit guides, on God, whatever resonates with you, and they'll always show you the way. It's like you're building your oars almost to be cunning on how to get to your destination. Because you're getting out of this stuck energy, this anxious energy. You picked your path and you know where you want to go. But here I'm getting Freedom Rings. I don't know who sings that song. I keep hearing Freedom Rings. I know it's a country song. But I'm not getting like, oh, here's a little offer of something. I'm getting you're running free as a bird. Like you're running, you finally have like all these burdens freed from you and you feel like a kid again and you're running through the fields. And I'm hearing there are fields of daffodils. And that's not what this is. This is just grass. But it's like all the green we know always represents earth energy. But I'm getting like your heart is so open and you're just like glowing and you're so excited. It's like remember being like a kid and like you could go to the park and you're so excited you would just like run with your friends to get to like the swings or to the slide. It's like that's how you feel. Like you're so excited. I'm like so happy. I'm so excited. And I'm just running like the way kids run so fast. They're like, oh, what are they doing? They're running as fast as they possibly can. They can't sustain that. That's what you're doing. It's like you get off your boat at your destination and now you're running as fast as you possibly can because you're so excited. I see some of you running through sand, some of you running through daffodils, some of you are running through the grass, but you're just, it's because it's pure joy and happiness that you have. And this pentacle actually has an aura around it. So it's like you find something. I don't know if you're at the beach or if you are in the fields and you find a rock, but you find something from the earth and you think it's so cool and so amazing. You pick it up and you keep it as a memento. You're like, this is beautiful. I have to have this. Like a beautiful seashell or some kind of rock somewhere. You could be like, yeah, the way, you know, some of these crystals are like naturally like this. It's like you find something like this is incredible. I can't believe I just stumbled upon this. And it's just there. And it was meant for you. It's the whole point. It's something like that. Because it's glowing, like it's a gift from source for you. For what you've gone through. And they want to say thank you for listening to us during this time because we were trying to help you and you listened. Not everyone listens all the time, is what I'm hearing. Sometimes I just repeat what I'm hearing. But you're really excited. You're so happy. You're really happy because either like you figured out how to manifest and a manifestation came in, a business is taking off, money's coming in, some of you are getting tax returns, there's a relationship's been held that's been maybe not a good connection for a while with a family member. Maybe a family member's been sick and now they're healed. But I'm getting it just feels like money. Because you go from that to, I got this now, I got it figured out. And it's like you go from being this like kid who's running carefree and sorted out to the Queen of Coins, who's got the big dollars now. But it's like you're standing under, it's like a money tree. And all you have to do is shake it and it just rains these massive gold coins for you. Is what I'm being shown. Just look how beautiful like the landscape is now for you. Compared to how you started. Like that was your energy on the card that I first didn't pick up. But even when I had like, okay, well, they're saying you're cunning as a fox, but this was you. And now look what you're like. Yeah, source got you there because you listened and you followed their guidance. But I mean, it's pretty remarkable, like how much the landscape changed. And you went from this to this because you picked up whatever that was, and that was something significant. It's like, I understand, I get it now. And so you're like, well, then I'm just going to keep repeating it so you become this person. You're in alignment, you're confident, you're self-assured. It's also representing the tree of life. I'm seeing the tree of life within it too. So you're really stable in you. But it feels like a money tree. Like something's raining down on you. Good fortune's raining down on you. That could be love. That could be health. That could be, yeah, currency, money. What is this? Can't tell. There's something on the coin. I can't quite make out the shape of it. It looks like two different things. It keeps changing shapes. Like sometimes it looks like a dragon and sometimes it looks like a duck. So I don't know if a duck, I mean, I know we're in the year of the dragon, and dragons are also very, especially golden dragons, are very magical in mythology. But I don't know what a duck symbolizes. This one has a golden leaf on it, but I don't know. I see a rabbit too. So I see a golden rabbit, and I see a dragon, and I see duck. So I don't know if those are like your Chinese or Vietnamese zodiac symbols. I know what mine is. Let me pause it and see what the rabbit and the duck symbolize, because I don't know. I know what the dragon does. Wait a minute. Okay, so I see 3 different symbols on here. I see a golden dragon, which means prosperity and wealth. I see a golden rabbit, which also means wealth and good luck, is literally what it says. And then a golden duck. Spiritually, the spiritual meaning of that is family, community, grounding, and abundance. Which is interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy, and that's grounded to earth. And what's really kind of funny is I kept saying I felt the problem was related to family, because I kept saying I felt like children were a problem or family connections, and I kept feeling like money was a potential problem. And all 3 bring in prosperity with money, and they all bring in money, wealth. So, and I felt like this was not only the tree of life, but a money tree, basically, like you manifested. So I feel like this is your manifestation that has come true. Like you've been working on it, and finally, I'm hearing it's raining money. I think the song's like it's raining men, but they changed it to it's raining money. Like you literally just have to, I'm hearing, you know how like if you shake a tree, you can sometimes hear the leaves. If like those thin trees, if you move them just a little bit, you can hear like the leaves all move. That's what I'm hearing. But it's like if you do that, it's like all this money just falls. I don't know what's going on with you, Pisces, but then again, you rule the 12th house, the house of spirituality, mysticism, mystics, intuition, water. You are a water sign, so, you know, if anybody's going to do this kind of stuff, it would be a Pisces. I'm hearing being grounded is really important. You got to stay grounded to keep the manifestations coming and not get too carried away. because it's the only way you're going to be able to shake the money tree. And I know the money tree is like literally like a symbol and like a myth, but I know you can actually create them in your reality by having money just naturally flow to you, because it's just energy, right? It's fluid. It's a man-made concept that we use as an exchange for other products and goods and services. That's all it is. But to have it keep flowing to you, you have to be grounded in order to create the wealth, the generational wealth that some of you will be able to create, is what I'm hearing. And you have the Chariot here, which is Cancerian energy, which is also water energy. And what I think is really interesting is I feel like it's guidance from source. See, look how the horses' heads are turned in two different ways. Kind of like you had the Two of Wands earlier about which path you're going to take. It's like each horse is looking in a different direction. It's like know your path. It's almost, I feel like source is really giving you guidance right here. This is really your guidance from source. And the reins are green too. So it's coming from a really loving place, what source is telling you. They're saying, because it's really connected to this, because I feel like this is really part of your manifestation, is bringing in this abundance or this healing with the family or the prosperity. And for some of you, it's going to be generational wealth that you're creating, because you have the tree of life, and I also see this as the money tree. But this is their guidance if you want to stay in this kind of energy. Is I say this right? Spirit, help me so I say this correctly, please. There is no one path to take in life. There are multiple paths you can take. You will always be at a crossroads in life. If you are not grounded in your energy and you become too excited, you then begin to lose that connection to source. You must stay centered in alignment. Keep reconnecting with source energy, with us, so that we can help you with your manifestation or your manifestations that you want. We do not want you to end up like the horse or horses that are confused. They do not know which way to go. He cannot drive them straight because each horse has now become intertwined with two heads and only 4 legs. That is one horse with 2 heads, and they don't know which way they want to go. When you become out of alignment and cannot connect to source anymore, you can no longer manifest what you want. If you go too fast and too quickly, you can no longer create what you want, and you lose connection with source, with us, who want to help you, who want to make you happy. We want you to feel love and bliss and bring you everything you want. But you disconnect and you no longer see what is real and not real. You then realize this is now your reality. You forget this is just a perception of your reality. And you forget how to manifest. That's why it is so important for you to stay grounded, like to the earth. Stay grounded to your earth planet so you can feel one and then work up your chakras and stay in alignment and connect to us like you did before with your manifestation. Follow the true law of attraction, the 3 simple steps. We will always help you. We love you. We love you unconditionally. If you end up like this and you are stuck and do not know what to do, just ask and we will help you. We will never leave you. We will never abandon you. We are always with you. We want you happy, successful, loving energies, loving, vibrating beings on earth. Just say, Spirit, help me. Source, help me. Ascended Master, help me. The way you hear it asked here on this channel. And we come and help. We will help all of you differently, as we need to connect with all of you differently. But you hear all the time on this channel. She asks for help, and we come and help. We will always help you. All you have to do is ask. We never leave any of you. That is what we worry about. Do not get too excited. Go too fast. Like this goes too fast. And get lost, and you don't know which direction to go. Don't go to the path of darkness. Stay in the light, and you will always be successful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I think they cleared that one up. And that was your guidance from Source. Sometimes it helps if I just ask them to kind of help me phrase it a little better than me listening to them talk and me trying to repeat. That was interesting. I didn't even think about the path of darkness and the path of light. I like it when they point out things I don't know. Well, then again, they are all knowing, right? And so they had told me when I was like, whoa, this card's amazing. And I was saying all these things. They had said this was actually would be your outcome. And I think that's if you heed their guidance. And like you said, like they said, you do hear me all the time saying, I need some help here, Spirit. Or what did you say again, Spirit? I can't remember. I think it was on one of the daily readings. Sometimes I pre-record some of the daily readings. As you may notice, I'm wearing sometimes the same clothes. But one of them I couldn't remember like what the 3 things were. So I'm like, Spirit, I can't remember what one was. And so then they reminded me later. I still just talk to my normal voice. It's not like I had them help me, but they'll remind me. So they'll work with you just like they will do with me. Doesn't mean like they'll talk for you. They may, we're all different, right? So they had said this would be your outcome if you follow their guidance and stay high vibrational, right? And be a loving being, right? The only vibration is love, and we're only meant to be here and love and be compassionate and be empathetic and forgive. You can forgive people. It doesn't mean you have to welcome them back into your lives. That's okay. But truly forgive. Those things are really important in life for our own selves and our own healing and our own souls. So they were saying to me that if you can understand really how to manifest, obviously do it the right way and not get all crazy with it. Not meaning you can't manifest a lot of things, because of course you can. But I think they meant don't manifest cruel things to people. But it's okay to manifest for people. I do that all the time. I spend more time manifesting for others than I do myself, because I'd rather help other people. You end up with this, which was the one I was just like in awe of, because I thought it was just like so beautiful. The 10 of Cups, which is ultimate love. See how this is all glowing? That's how your heart will feel and your soul. Like your inner being will feel that kind of light. mean, that's what the light is that you'll radiate. You know, we all project energy constantly, right? We may not be consciously aware of it, but we're always projecting energy. That's the kind of energy you'll project. And when you project that, guess what you attract? Only that kind of energy. Only those kinds of loving beings will come toward you. So that's the kind of people you'll call in. Call in that kind of people, you get that kind of money back. So you might call in an incredible job opportunity or a business opportunity you never even thought of. So those types of things will start to happen when you project this kind of light. So you'll have all these cups. A statue could be created in your honor. You could have the opportunity to travel to Greece. I'm hearing Athens is really important. Alexandria in Egypt. I'm hearing Rome. There's also some really famous Egyptian ruins in Madrid, Spain. So you could be traveling to different parts of Europe. You could be like given literally a trip to go see some kind of statue, or you could win a trip. But I feel like some of you, that's gonna happen. Or you're gonna manifest it, and somehow you're just gonna end up on this trip and you have no idea how that happened. It's because you manifested it. But those are the countries I'm getting and feeling is Greece. There really are ancient Egyptian ruins in Madrid, but I feel like there's parts of Spain that you would be in, and then there's definitely parts of Italy, and Egypt would be really prevalent as well. Alexandria is really standing out to me, but I know a lot of people go to, I think it's called Giza, or and then of course people go to Cairo, but Alexandria is standing out for some reason. So I think those are the main countries I feel like some of you would really travel to. And you're going to see things like this, and they're going to be illuminated, and you're going to be in awe of what you're looking at. And something's going to touch you that's made from centuries ago that's going to speak to your heart. There's actually like angel wings up here, and there's also a person. I'm seeing a couple images up here. So I'm seeing a person up here, like with their hands in the air, like really excited. I'm seeing a child up here, really excited, with their feet up in the air. I'm seeing a cross through the ray of light on the card. I'm seeing two like embryos. And I think this was probably one of the first things I ever, like the first like general psychic reading I ever did. I said somebody was going to get pregnant. I think I said they were going to find out in April or get pregnant in April. It was going to be twins. And I'm seeing them again right now. These two embryos that's going to cause twins. And I know I've said it in other readings too. Someone was going to have twin girls, and someone was going to have a boy and a girl twin. But I really am seeing the twin girls right here. I'm seeing the embryos of them. I feel like they're getting pregnant in April or finding out in April this year. You're going to find out you're pregnant with twin girls, or you're going to conceive twin girls this April, which is not very far away. Pisces, it's you. So you have a placement in Pisces. I don't know if you're a sun, moon, rising, Venus placement. Pisces, it's been you the whole time. I keep calling it out. It's a Pisces, some Pisces placement, or you have a Mercury or Mars. But it's in that, but it's something with a Pisces. North Node in Pisces. It's a Pisces person. Yeah, I see a man, a woman, and I also see 2 embryos, and then I also see a child too. And I see angel wings. So I see like the divine, and then I see all that light, and then of course I see the 10 cups that are gold. But I also see a statue that's been like sculpted of that. So they'll shape-shift images so I can see different things they want me to see. So I also see like a statue that's made. I don't know if it's made out of iron or clay or something, but it's a statue that's made centuries ago that is being displayed on some kind of like marble thing. That's why I said I felt it was in one of those countries the statue would be on display. And I feel like part of the statue may be broken when you see it. It's not going to be complete. And they have special lights on it so you can see it. So it's a famous, I feel like it's a famous statue. That's why I was naming those countries. I don't know the material. It's got to be of like clay or some kind of stone they would have chiseled. It could have been a dark kind of stone they would have chiseled. Obviously, I'm not an artist. But you are just, this kind of happiness is what's radiating from you. Overwhelming love, joy, happiness, total bliss. More happiness than I could ever put into words is what you end up with, Pisces. So I guess 'tis the season of Pisces. Spirit was right. Manifest away. Make your money, baby. I hope this reading was helpful. I feel like all of you are, I'm covered in the chills, very high vibrational. A lot of you are already naturally intuitive. A lot of you have already manifested things. You are, I keep seeing these journals. So I don't know if you are doing automatic writing. So that's why I keep seeing so many journals. But I'm just seeing journals everywhere. And it's all different types of handwriting and different types of languages everywhere. I mean, from Asian languages to Turkish, Spanish, English, Portuguese, Italian. I mean, I speak Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian, so I can see those languages and understand that. But I know what Turkish looks like. I know what, the Asian characters look like. It looks like there's some Middle Eastern writing there, too. I see Middle Eastern writing. I just don't know if it's Farsi or Arabic. I can just tell it's from the Middle East. I don't know that well enough to distinguish. I just know some simple phrases, but I can't tell, but I can see the writing. So it's written in so many different languages, these journals. So I feel like there's more than one of you who's doing this. Like, obviously, I see Hindu writing or Hindi. I know there's lots of languages in India, but I see that too. Yeah, I mean, it's like covered everywhere. And I also see lists, like number, dot, and then something, like a number. So I see lists too of things being written. So I know that's really relevant to multiple people because it's in multiple languages. So enjoy, Pisces. This is definitely the era of Pisces. I don't think it's the age of Aquarius right now. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces.